Well, it takes two to tango, and your Vanguard lines finally return to their own dance floor to chasse with an old partner as the Cougars of Azusa Pacific come down from the Canyon City for this Pac West doubleheader. With that, we say welcome aboard to Dean Harvey Field in Costa Mesa, California. J.J. Johnson alongside my partner per usual, Xander Zubiotti. Great to have you back. Zubi, these two sides are on opposite ends of the spectrum. Vanguard grasping at straws on their season, Azusa with a firm grip on theirs. If the season ended today, Azusa would be in the dance. Vanguard trying to spoil that as we are about to get underway, courtesy of the arm of Jake Heiner. Zubi, Heiner's been phenomenal, a phenomenal senior season at that for him. He's top 5 of the conference in ERA. It's going to be a true pitcher's duel today, though, as Joel Tornero, who's also in the top 10, is on the hill for Azusa. Heiner comes down memory lane. Durf fires over to first, and it's going to go down as a G6 far east movement for Heiner, one away. Take through the rest of this Vanguard defense really quick. We just mentioned the middle infielders in Durf at the 6th spot and Helene covering second base. Gallegos at first, Avitia on the hot corner. This is the opening day orders. This ball's going to be fouled back. We got our first flinch alert from Kennedy Cipher, who's on the scoreboard duty for us today. But the battery mate is going to be Angel Perez for Jake Heiner. Left to right in the outfield, Shiggy, Davis, and the big man, Joshua Sir. 0-1 after the foul ball for Heiner. Downstairs, Heiner taking his sweet old time getting settled into this ball game after the error is going to be tabbed onto Derflinger's ledger. Heiner finally comes home as this ball will be fouled off. We go even at 2. Heiner comes home on the 2-2. On the ground, Durf has a chance to make up for his miscue. Goes over to Helene. They cut down the runner at first, and it's going to be the 6-4-3 double play to pick up their man on the hill. Shiggy, another foul ball, as this is not what Azusa probably wanted to see. You were just talking about the pitch count, maybe the command issue, but 103 pitches a couple days ago, and already the leadoff man in Shiggy is battling your guy out for multiple pitches. Well, he picks up a K right there, his 70th of the season already. Him and Jake Heiner are good at the K's looking. As a matter of fact, Tornero, of his 70 strikeouts, 26 have been looking, which is the best ratio in the conference. Jake Heiner has 13. He's tied for third in that regard. Tristan Gallegos switching things up. He's trying to be Big Papa against Tornero. This one misses below the knees against the Los Angeles native in Gallegos. He's coming off his best month as a Lion. But we may be changing things up Saturday because there's some rain in the forecast. So keep an eye out for the schedule as things may change. Popped up to Shiggy. He calls off Durf, who ranged back to support him. As it's going to be Shiggy making the catch quickly for out number 2. As Jacob Freer's now going to step up, the reigning Pac West Player of the Week, the first Player of the Week this season for the Cougars. Is someone barbecuing? 1-2 in the here and now. Heiner trying to cook, and he does on the slider away. So the two men do get on, but Heiner says, hold the phone. You're not going anywhere. Scoreless through 1.5. It's time to smile as La Sonrisa plays for Angel Perez. Start us off here in the bottom of the second on the Pac West Network. J.J. Johnson alongside Xander Zubiotti as Joel Tornero skips in. Derflinger starting to garner some more nicknames for himself. Starting to call him Jim, which he absolutely hates. But Jim Jam James, apparently he's fine with. Out and away, 2-2. Fair enough, 2-2. No dinger for him there as Tornero is rebounding well after letting AP get on. Quickly 2 away now. Lucas Savage is tabbed with flip of the order for Azusa. 1 pitch. It stays in on the infield. Durf says, I've got it. Helene's there to support him as Durf's got that one near his ear for the first out. Someone's insurance just went up. If you need to make a withdrawal, head on over to Farmers and Merchants Bank. Bank on the Lions, bank on us. Comebacker. Heiner softened it with his glove initially and will soft toss over to Gallegos at first as he fields his position. 4th fewest amount of pitches that he's thrown, but his most efficient since the Stanislaw, as we've got our second flinch from Kennedy Cipher. One more, you're out of here, Ken, but the Stanislaw game, 6 innings, 4 Ks, no walks on just 78 pitches. You love that. But 7 innings, 90 pitches, incredible efficiency for him in the 12-5 victory for VU. Payoff pitch here, though, 3-2. It's going to be jammed into shallow center field and is going to put a pin on Jake Heiner's effort back to the dugout. 2 away, 1 on, and can't go 3 up, 3 down here. Azusa so far 4 for 13 Vanguard. You saw that whistler right past the head of Danny O'Neill for the first hit of the afternoon. They're 1 for 10 so far on the opposite side. but most of the damage for Azusa has been coming late. Actually, all of it. They are 4 for 6 with 2 outs. The magic number really is 8 because Azusa Pacific is 16-3 when scoring 8+ runs. If you can hold them to 5 or less, you have a chance. Azusa's 3-14 when scoring 5 or less. Bunt is laid down. Heiner glove scoop to AP, and they've got him in the rundown. Avicii has covered the bag at third. They throw over to him. They've got him off, and they apply the tag. Runners on first and second. Vanguard did a really good job defending that one, Zuby. Not going to happen there as he will retire Perez via the K. One away here quickly in the bottom of the fourth. And Zuby, this is a Azusa team that in over half their games, they've allowed double-digit hits. Vanguard has 1 hit through 3 in the third. Struck out 19 times. Wake-up call for whoever was in dorm number 4. I think that's 420.
I don't remember how the numbers go.
I don't know. It's in Catalina Hall somewhere on the 4th floor. Bill Davis for the broken window. We go again on a 3-2. Comebackers Jackson Davis has a heck of an AB, beating down 0-2 quickly to get on base. That's the Jackson Davis that we saw last year. That was floating around the 300 mark. Settled in just below that. But Jackson Davis this year, just 228 as a hitter. But that was the version of him we saw last year. O'Neal, 1-2. Chopper gets over his glove. Davis is getting the green light from Coach Fuchs over on the hot corner. The throw home is not in time. Durf's trying to leg it out to 2. He's safe. RBI single for Durf. Ceballos, the kinesiology major. Hayes reaches down for that one. Davis has it. A lot of power put on display in that inning from the Azusa bats. Threw down for Ceballos. Nevertheless, he's got a wry grin heading in to the dugout. Sir takes elevator there as we got the 2 away for Pyle. All time, Azusa has dominated this matchup, though. Vanguard 25-73 all time against the Cougars. On a historical note, Game 2 today will be the 100th meeting all time as Azusa will head back down to D3. Sir, that's a towering moonshot to left field. Solo shot for Big Sir. Noah Lane, the center fielder, singled his last time up as Chris Ceballos got out of his last inning on just 9 pitches. Pitch number 10 is a ball. I mean, credit to him for being able to be on the hill today, but he was obviously roughed up after that one as this ball's going to be turned on, sky high. Sir's got to go back to the track, and he gives up on it as it's a 2-run shot off the scoreboard in right field. Obviously, 4.22 ERA. Muscled over to right, and he does, in fact, limit the damage. Just the 2-run shot that D. Scott gave up. It's 5-2 going to the bottom of the 6th. Angel Perez will lead us off here as Vanguard has 6 outs to play with here in the bottom of the 6th. Doug Pyle, by the way, threw 4 wild pitches there between innings and induced a flinch on Kennedy Cypher. So that's their 3rd one. So we're going to switch scoreboard operators for Game 2. Speaking of off the dome piece, that ball just fouled off our home plate umpire, Jordan Shepard. AP, who is a catcher in his own right, checks in on him, and Lucas Savage will also do him a solid. Athletic trainers will walk him out, and Shepard waves him off. Hey, he's built tough. Pulls this one. It's hooking, and it does stay fair for a single to right field. It's muffed initially. Davis is now going to try to speed his way over, leg it into 2. He shows glove, and he is out. Blake Haggerty said, I might not have the best glove, but I got the best arm on the field. Again, you appreciate Jackson Davis for trying to make the heady play right there and make Haggerty pay for his mistake, but not to be there. Derflinger looks silly on a slider. Well, Zuby, there's just certain things that bring you joy in life. Snow on Christmas morning, an ice cream cone on a hot summer's day, and Coy Anderson pitching for the Vanguard Lions. Those are the top 3. We get to see one of those right now. Coy, you were talking about Zuby during the break as we were looking over his numbers. He pitched against one of the top teams in the nation in Point Loma the last time out. That was back in February. Took the month of March off. But 1 1/3 there, no earned run at home. Was against Stanislaw back on February 6th. Went 2 innings there, gave up 1 hit, and had his first 3 collegiate strikeouts. Durf, aided by a good hop, 6, 4, and 3 to make up for the miscue earlier. Second double play turn for the blue and gold. Just such a cool moment for him to strike out 3 men and have Stanislaus State looking absolutely silly, Zuby, as Shiggy has this one in the air, saunters to his left, and it's a 3rd out. Coy Anderson, aided by the double play. Error doesn't hurt nobody, but it's time for Vanguard's offense to do something. Bottom 7th, last 3 outs to play with. Don't want to miss it, PacWest Network. And then the next day, this ball will be backhanded. Throw by Alexander is in time, earning himself well-deserved applause from the Cougar fans. Shiggy versus Miller. Sawed off to right field, and this should do it. And it does. Haggerty's got it in glove as Azusa Pacific confirms that they will win the season series against the Lions. Vanguard drops to 8-25, 5-22 in conference play. Azusa gets their 20th conference win, 22nd win overall. Corey Anderson was certainly the highlight there. A couple of good double plays turn as well for Durf, Helene, and Gallegos. But final score, once again, 5-2. We'll be back in about 30 minutes for the start of Game 2 of this doubleheader.